Sunday here in Cleveland that will eventually let up, we hope. We will start in a delay for the final game of the regular season. Houston and Cleveland. Astros have won the first two. They're looking for the sweep. Cleveland looking to finish the regular season on a winning note. And a man named Jose Ramirez is trying to not only become a 40-40 man, but a 40-40-40 man. Can it happen? We'll find that out this afternoon, hopefully, if we play today's game. Hi again, everybody. Welcome in alongside Jensen Lewis. I'm Al Pulowski. Great to have you here. Well, Jensen, final time, and what a season this has been for the Guardians.
Remarkable, right? From day one, you looked at spring training, the unknown, Ramirez and Josh Naylor, and the starting pitching. A lot of injury concerns, and they dealt with a lot of them this year. Well, here we are, October bound yet again.
All right, let's get it rolling right now with our top of the order for you and some things to keep in mind for today's game. First up for Cleveland, Gavin Williams will be scheduled to make his first relief appearance of his career.
And Nick Sandlin going to be the opener today. And then after some of the bulk innings from Gavin Williams, your options likely out Eli Morgan, Eric Sabrowski, Pedro Avila, and really just get everyone healthy through this game. Conditions outside right now. We'll keep you updated on that. But that's the goal here for these next 9 innings for these guys.
If you want a reason to watch if you're Cleveland, how about this reason? Yeah. Jose Ramirez, who will be starting and playing third base today, has 39 homers, 39 doubles, and 41 stolen bases, trying to become the second man in Major League Baseball history to go 40-40-40.
That could be a theme for our FanDuel parlay today. Keep that in mind. He is your Major League leader in wins above replacement for third baseman, now 6.5. The next closest man is the Giants' Matt Chapman at 5.4. Unbelievable the season he's had individually.
And after today, the Guardians' next game will take place on Saturday, October 5th. It'll be the division series. Cleveland has a bye through the wild card. They'll play either the Astros, this team right here, the Tigers, or the Royals.
All right, we'll break it down. We'll show you the bracket coming up here. But first things first, healthy. That's the theme today. Get everyone through healthy and enjoy a nice 4 days to get ready for the division series next weekend.
All right, Cleveland and Houston, final time today. Number 162 happening this afternoon here at Progressive Field in Cleveland. If we went all the way back to spring training, that was a time that was interesting. And, of course, you do interviews then and you talk about what could be for the season. Here's Josh Naylor and Stephen Vogt from back in spring training.
Everyone, we had a full squad here before pitchers and catchers reported, which was awesome.
How did that happen?
I have no idea.
In your mind? Because you know that's not normal, right?
No, yeah, it's not normal. I just think we were all genuinely excited to see each other, so everyone got here early. I think everyone showing up early really kind of set the tone for us, especially because pitchers and catchers, they didn't even start yet. So it was we had team practices before really team practices should have started, and it was awesome.
The identity's already there. The Guardians work. We had everybody in camp a week early, not one person. And that speaks to the testament of this, how hungry these guys are, how excited these guys are. There's a lot of good energy around this camp right now because we believe. And I think that's the identity that we want to create, is we are a hardworking team that believes we can do this. And we're going to push every single day. And our identity will come from that work ethic. We have a group that's going to believe because our staff's going to believe. And I know our front office believes, and I know our fan base believes. We are capable of this, and we truly believe that. And when they know that everybody taking the field with them believes they can do it, that's dangerous with young players because they can take that and run and be the best.
How prophetic it was for both Josh Naylor and Stephen Vogt back in spring training. And Jensen, this is something we hear at a lot of spring trainings. We hear this at a lot of training camps in the NFL. Most times it doesn't happen. It did here in Cleveland. Why?
Well, I think the first thing has to be in really the mentality of Stephen Vogt. The press conference where, he said, I'm going to have empathy. I'm going to listen to the people around me. I'm going to allow the people to do their job really well. And to come in for a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer in Terry Francona and to have this kind of season in year one, that's the stuff dreams are made of. They believed in Stephen Vogt. The clubhouse believes in Stephen Vogt. And I think the city now believes in this iteration of the Cleveland Guardians.
It's a special team, and it certainly has been a special regular season. Now, coming up next, of course, is the postseason. Here is the bracket right now. Cleveland and New York have the byes. If it ended at this moment, Cleveland would play the winner of Houston and Kansas City. New York, the winner of Detroit and Baltimore. You see the National League side as well. Who really has the advantage here? if things go the way the seeding says, it should be Cleveland and New York for the ALCS.
All right, still a consequential game today. If Kansas City wins, they would need Detroit to lose to get the 5 seed. Detroit wins, they're locked in as the 5 seed. The National League, a little more up for grabs. Atlanta clinches a win with an Arizona loss. The Mets clinch with a win and an Arizona loss. And then if all heck breaks loose, Arizona clinches the 6 seed if Atlanta and New York both lose. Do you have that?
I do.
Okay.
I got it all, as a matter of fact. And also, this is the first postseason for a lot of these young guys. Jason Kipnis is a good friend of the show. We talked to him the other day. What did he have to say his advice would be for these young first-timers?
You know what? There's so much adrenaline that goes into your first playoff game to where you overhype it up in your head where you want to do so good, so bad. And I think I remember Jason Giambi as a teammate of mine in 2013 that he told me this fireman story where he's like, they don't overthink going into the burning building when they're trying to save someone. He's like, they just think about their next step. Do your next step. The next one after that, then the one after that. And before you realize it, it's already the 4th inning and you're playing the game. So it's like you realize, just look what's in front of you, handle all the stuff, go by. That's where routine becomes very important. So when you have your routine, it gives you something to it keeps those bumper lanes so you don't kind of wander off and worry about the wrong stuff. If you're just so consumed doing the routine that you've always done, it keeps you kind of focused. But have fun, enjoy the moment, simplify it. I think that's what really helps it. Don't try to be the hero. Just try to simplify things. And like you keep trying to hit singles, some of those singles are going to turn into more than singles. So do the little things the right way, and that's what wins ball games anyways.
Great advice from a guy that came up with a lot of clutch hits. You can watch him on Foul Territory Monday through Friday here on Valley Sports Great Lakes from 1 until 3. And yeah, advice that the young guys should take step by step. Just stay with your routine. Don't try to do too much.
Yeah, I remember my rookie year in 07, we were in a similar situation. We were going to play that first round. We had to go into New York, and then we had to go into Boston for the league championship series. Trot Nixon had great advice for us. He said, believe in what we have here. Don't listen to anything outside. We're here for a reason, and we belong, and this group does as well.
All right, more to come here on Guardians Live in just a moment. Make sure you keep it here with us. With one game left, this guy has a chance to go into baseball history. Talk more about Jose Ramirez and even what could have been. Coming up next. By Velasano. Guardians Live is brought to you by Akron Children's. If your student athlete gets injured, Akron Children's Sports Health Specialist will help them get back in the game safely. By Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by GMC. Visit your Northern Ohio GMC dealer for a test drive today. Jose having a memorable season for Cleveland. A chance for 40-40-40 today. Back on May 17th against the Twins, he hit this home run. Cleveland was 10-3 against Minnesota this year. Big reason why they won the Central.
Pretty remarkable, right? I mean, he's had so many great years. Yeah. Is this his best all-around that you've seen?
It is certainly shaping up as his best all-around. And there he is every Sunday. Slider and the condiments are out there, and they're entertaining once again. We are in a weather delay at the moment. Welcome back alongside Jensen Lewis, Al Pulowski, Jose Ramirez. So he's sitting on 39 homers, right? He could have had 43. Let's show you why.
Well, this was early. First series of the year, right? Could have had an extra one right there. Always tough to go there at the Coliseum, but his final time there, a little bit of a chuckle, and Austin Hedges, oh boy, sorry, close. Man. All right, Fenway, right?
Yep.
This is where you want to go. Pesky Pullman, nope. And we tried to go to the deepest part of the ballpark, too. That is one of those things that, yes, Cutter Crawford, you're welcome. That's a gift.
How about this one here in Colorado? You thought this one was out, right?
Oh.
I mean, another half
thin air? I mean, come on. It's supposed to travel up there.
I mean, 3 home runs there he probably should have had. How about a 4th?
Oh, this one, I thought we had it. I thought we had it.
You know, on another day here, for whatever reason, against the Reds this week, that ball just wasn't carrying like it typically did. If this was like a week previous, 2 weeks previous, that's a homer.
Well, you think about his final home numbers and what they'll end up with, and obviously added into a stupendous regular season. I mean, he's really catching fire at the right time. So you kind of don't want these days off. But, man, a closing crescendo unlike any we've seen from a Guardians player in a while.
All right, so Jose Ramirez and his career highs this season. You mentioned, Jensen, is this his best all-around season ever? I think it is. These numbers support that.
Yeah, 462, Al, with 4 homers, 11 ribbies, 9 total extra base hits in his last 7 games to put these totals where they are. And someone selfishly wants to play today. And for a guy that is so selfless.
He should. I'd want to play if I were him.
But I think the greatest part is these numbers, he would throw them all out the door for teammates to succeed, for this organization to get a world championship. But boy, we talk about MVP all the time. You take him away from this team, what does it look like? A shell of itself.
Great question. So the Guardians lineup today brought to you by your Northern Ohio GMC dealers. Is this? A lot of the A guys are in there today. You're going to see something close to this for the postseason lineup. And they'll be taking on a Houston team that is going to be a little bit different today. They're going to go with an A lineup, but they're going to be doing the same thing pitching that Cleveland's going to do. And what is Cleveland going to do? Well, technically, I guess you call this a bullpen game, Jensen. Nick Sandlin is going to start for Cleveland, but we know Gavin Williams is going to follow him to the mound.
Yeah, and for him, I think for Sandlin, just again, continuing to audition for a possible postseason spot. This guy in particular, it's all different when you're coming out of the pen, but the adrenaline, the way the stuff could play up in a postseason scenario. Great to at least, and you hope this game gets in today, because as meaningful it is for Jose under the radar, it might be as meaningful for this guy. If he's going to come out of the bullpen, at least in the division series, you want at least a chance to try it today just to get your feet under you.
What a weapon he can be out of the pen, too, even if it's just for an inning or 2 per game in the postseason. All right, so here's the lineup that Nick Sandlin / Gavin Williams will face, brought to you by your Northern Ohio GMC dealers. As I said, the Astros going to start with their A lineup: Altuve, Tucker, Bregman, Diaz, and now DeCenzo has become your regular at first base for Houston.
He certainly has. The pride of Alliance, Ohio. How about Yainer Diaz, too? A .299 average, a chance to get over 300 for the season. As a catcher, his first full season in the job, he's done a fabulous job handling this staff as well.
You know, Jensen, here with our FanDuel Make Every Moment More, we've given you a lot of winners this year.
We end the year in the green, no matter what happens today. Job well done.
We thought we'd go for a little bit more here. We're going for the gusto. You know, Jose needs 4 more total bases today. Let's take that. The guy's determined, and he's one of the best there is. Josh Naylor might get a pitch he likes. Let's say 4 or more total there. Will Brennan's been on a tear. 3 hits last night, 2+ total bases. If you get this, $5 wins you $253.
What a way to end it. Arguably the most profitable people doing the FanDuel parlays this year. Great to be a winner. Great to go out number 1.
Make every moment more with FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today. And speaking of hitting, last Sunday, Jason Kipnis hit the guitar. So at the Browns game last Sunday, Jason Kipnis, wearing his number 22, was able to smash the guitar. He got the fans going. Too bad the team wasn't as excited about this as Kip was.
He mentioned it, though. He's like, I had some nerves going out there. It was pretty sweet, pretty neat for him. And he did his batting stance, too. So cool.
So there he is breaking the guitar. Here he is on this experience that he had at the Browns game.
It was a blast because I know it's an honor to be able to do that, for them to pick you to do it. So to be able to come out and you come out of the smoke to the Browns stadium, to the Browns fans, it was awesome. It's a surprise. So it's such a rush, especially when everybody starts getting on their feet too. And you're supposed to pump up the crowd and pump up the team. And I want to say with a fumble on the kickoff and first place touchdown, I'm going to say I did my job. They were hyped up. They were pumped up. Now, when I turned my back and looked away and started walking to my chair, some other stuff happened. The rest of the game kind of happened, but the overall experience was fantastic. I've still got there's a couple wounds from that on the hand where I didn't even realize what a fun day. I wish it would have been in a W for the Brownies, but what a fun day for me at least.
Well, Kip certainly did his job. If the Browns could have played like they did after those first couple of minutes, we'd have been fine last week. All right, when we come back, plays of the year.
Got a few.
There's some good ones. Stay tuned.
Batted in.
Time for the Firefighters Community Credit Union Weather Report. Here's Channel 3's A.J. Colby.
Hi there, Guardians fans, and it looks like the raindrops are going to start to come to an end. Finally, Helene pulls away. We're looking at low to mid-70s today. Then again on Monday, scattered rain showers are possible. Tuesday could even hear thunder. 77 as we ring in the month of October with cooler temperatures.
Guardians Live is brought to you by Labatt. Crack some Labatt. Make some friends. See where it takes you. And by RTA. Ride RTA to school, to work, to the big game. Plan your trip at riderta.com. Let's go together. All right, when it comes to defensive plays of the year, we could not pick just one for Andres Gimenez. So we're showing you all of his tremendous plays this year and why he's a Platinum Award.
Yep, good news. He might be another Platinum Award winner here because he enters today with the most defensive runs saved.
Yep, take a bow.
As far as position players go. How about our plays of the year, Al?
Let's do it. So first we'll start with the pitcher, Nick Sandlin, playing shortstop, kind of.
Al, as Chris Gimenez and I and Pat Tabler always tell you, best athletes are right in the middle of the diamond.
Oh, for Nick Sandlin, for sure. I don't know if I ever saw you make a play.
I did, Al.
You did?
Yep, only
Really?
one error in my entire career.
I remember the error.
I
All
do
right.
too.
How about Tyler Freeman? New position this year, center field, right? Here he is, making a great catch.
I really took to it and put in the work to absolutely be a piece of the puzzle early in this season. Tanner Bybee grateful for another great defensive web gem. He had a lot of them this year, made it look easy from the transition infield to outfield.
Yeah, a lot of credit to Tyler Freeman, who can play anywhere on the field. Stephen Kwan. You know, if you want to test Stephen Kwan, he's going to show you that, you know what, I got a little bit more accurate arm than you might think.
That I think, is the thing to underline, right? It's not necessarily the arm strength, it's the absolute accuracy. And right here, getting that one-hop feed to the catcher, so critical to allow to receive and be able to stay out of the baseline so there's no obstruction or interference. Beautiful play from Kwani.
Well, he does it again here at Houston
Yes.
to end the game with the diving catch, getting up and throwing him out at second.
And think about where the Crawford boxes are there, Al. So it's a different line from where you start. And he read it perfectly. Critical juncture of that game. That ball gets by him. Astros are going to walk that thing off.
So Stephen Kwan showing you the arm, showing you the dive. And by the way, how about we show him starting this great relay in New York with Brian Rocchio and then Bo Naylor at the plate. Everybody does this to perfection here.
Well, this is all predicated on the first throw. Always tell you that the relay is made or lost right here because you got to get your infielder a chance for him to have a clean transfer. And how about Bo Naylor with the sweep tech? One more look at it now. Okay, Rocchio's going to get it in perfect tandem to be able to laser that thing in there, and Bo, full extension to get him. Trent Grisham, sit down.
Brian Rocchio has made some great plays at shortstop this year. He really has. He's gotten an opportunity this year more than any other year. How about the Superman dive, get up and throw him out?
I've seen so many great plays from him throughout the year. This one tops them all because the athleticism, the arm strength, unbelievable job all the way around from one of the young defensive superstars in our game.
There you have it. The defensive plays of the year for the Cleveland Guardians here on Guardians Live. When we come back, how long has Cleveland been in first place?
Wire to wire?
Close.
Almost.
We'll tell you when we come back as they get the field ready here at Progressive Field.
Kia. Let's go places.
Guardians Live is brought to you by GMC. Visit your Northern Ohio GMC dealer for a test drive today. By Union Home Mortgage, promises kept. And by the Calvetta Brothers Floor Show. It's time to fall in love again with your home. Cleveland clinched a postseason berth with Andres Gimenez's game-winning walk-off hit against the Minnesota Twins on September 19th. It was quite a celebration after as well.
Just improbable, maybe from some critics on the outside who didn't give this team a chance, but you heard Stephen Vogt say it from day one. We believe, and there they are. Hopefully the first of many champagne baths this year.
Time now for the Calvetta Brothers Floor Show. It's time to fall in love again. How about with 11 years ago, September 29th of 2013, the Indians had to win 10 straight to clinch a wild card berth. They did. Last game of the season. Where else but in Minnesota?
Talk about improbable. How about that run for that man right there? In year one himself, ironically. So must be something. Your first year here in Cleveland as a manager, you're going to the postseason.
Yeah, and Stephen Vogt has continued on the tradition that Terry Francona started back in 2013. And speaking of this year, Cleveland has spent 177 days in first place. They've only been out for a total of 7, and that was back in April. They've been in first place since April 14th.
Remember, Kansas City came level with them and almost swept the 4-game series to overtake the Guardians.
$79 a month.
Progressive Field witnessed a season that began with an eclipse and culminated in a clinch. We celebrated 7 walk-offs, saw the emergence of an ace, watched a rookie find his way, and marveled at a veteran whose sheer determination belies his joy for the game. They closed it down with a showstopper like no
times, and it's Jose Mason. He comes out, and I mean comes at you as aggressive as he is, throws more strikes. He challenges hitters. That's why he gets so many outs early, 75 appearances. This guy's been unbelievable this year. And when you look at going against Cy Young front runners, there's only two to talk about. Tariq Skubal, the starter with Detroit, who's had a phenomenal year, 18-4 at 239 ERA, 228 strikeouts. And then what we've watched coming out of the bullpen, Emmanuel Clase, 66 strikeouts in his 74 and third innings. He has been unbelievable. I don't know where it's going to go. It may go to the starter, but I'll tell you what, Clase could certainly deserve it.
It's all going to come down to the voters. That's our Northern Ohio Buick dealer stat. We will not be starting on time today, and we have not heard any information as to when this game may start. The tarp has been removed from the field. The grounds crew is working to get the field ready for play as the Guardians and Astros prepare to wrap up the 24 regular season. Coming up next, we'll revisit the Central Division Championship clinch in St. Louis 1 week ago. Cleveland Guardians baseball is brought to you by your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. By DHL Supply Chain, now hiring for a wide range of salaried, managerial, and operational roles. Apply today at joindhl.com. And by Spectrum, a connection that's built for everywhere. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
The city might make a miraculous run, but here they are, champions of the city might make a miraculous run, but here they are, champions of the Central again.
Jensen Lewis, Al Pulowski, great to have you here. It's like we just did this 48 hours ago or so, and we did, as a matter of fact, maybe closer to 52 hours, but Cleveland clinched on Thursday here in Cleveland. Then, of course, with the win yesterday, Kansas City lost yesterday, Kansas City lost today. That's what's going on in the clubhouse right now. It is reason for celebration. So, at worst, they're a top 3 seed. Unless something drastically changes in the next week plus here, they're going to be a top 2 seed in the American League.
Yeah, we'll update those numbers tomorrow morning. Appreciate everyone following the magic number menu, and with Houston winning tonight, menu, and with Houston winning tonight pretty handily, they won't gain any ground on them. Looks like the Yankees are going to win tonight. So 2.5 games separating at the moment, where the Yankees and the Guardians are for that top seed. But by and large, you're going to have postseason baseball at Progressive Field.
And still plenty to play for. That's the thing, too, to continue to follow along with us here in this final week of the season as they try to get, first of all, make sure they have a top 2 seed and then trying to catch the Yankees for that top seed. Going into play today, they were tied with New York.
Only disadvantage for them, only 5 games next week, right? So you have the off days on Monday and Thursday, and hopefully that final series against Houston this coming weekend really has no bearing whatsoever on the seedings. We hope that's all decided so that you can get kind of a breather for the regulars. And then, as we know, getting that top 2 seed allows you those 4 days in between with that division series starting in a couple of weeks.
And again, it's always special, too. I know there's a slight letdown because you lost the baseball game tonight. But again, this is a celebration of what Cleveland did all season long, and that's play good, consistent baseball. Pitching, hitting, defense. They really did everything, Jensen, this year for the most part. Yeah, they had a couple of team slumps here and there. But this is a team that has just played some very good, consistent baseball all year long.
Well, I can relate to at least the rookies on this team, Al. My first year in 2007, we won the division. It was a Sunday afternoon against the A's. We were able to champagne bath at home, and then we had a week left to the regular season to try and get into a different spot seeding-wise in the playoffs. Here's basically the math for you, okay? Baltimore ended up losing in extras to Detroit.
40-yard line is Bigsby. They were trying to reward him after the 58-yard run, a career long for the second-year man out of Auburn.
I mean, he's gassed. I'm happy they left him in the game. Usually, when you have a 2 or 3 running backs, you have a big run, they pull you out.
He's earned that touchdown. Right. That's that top.
Give it to him again.
7th play of the drive, 2nd and goal. They do hand it to Bigsby. They're going nowhere.
You can't run the same play again.
Texans entered today with the 4th worst red zone defense in the NFL, trying to limit the Jaguars to a field goal attempt here late in the 3rd quarter. Play clock at 3. Lawrence in the shotgun. Lawrence surveying the scene, now to the end zone, and it is incomplete. Broken up by Stingley. The pass intended for Gabe Davis, and that's the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 4th and goal when we come back. See what Doug Peterson wants to do. Through 3. Jaguars up by 3.
Did you just pay with PayPal?
Yeah, and the cashback's wild.
Are you guys feeling this? I want to pay with you everywhere.
You get 5% cash back on any category you choose.
Really?
Every single month.
And even more when I shop online? I want to pay with you everywhere. I'd really like to pay with it.
I know, right?
No, I mean like move.
Oh.
Every payment
Hurts. There you go. Right over the middle. Sacks the first 3 games of the year. They got 4 today.
Just got to love 3rd and 29. And most coordinators in the league would drop everyone back in steady blitzes. Got Levante in the backfield, Diaby. It really just come on as a pass rusher. I love the effort. Leads to another. Just keep going 4th and 39. Great defense.
Punts. Johnson.